Hello and welcome back, guys, gals, and N pals, monarchs of all or no genders. I am your host D, also known as MtF DOOM, and I just have a little tiny video. We're going to talk about the state of Marvel Snap, of the meta, why it's good and why that might be a bad thing. It's not as negative as it all sounds, I promise. I hope that you enjoy. So, as you might have noticed, I haven't released a video on Legion, and I have not released a video since last Bruise Day. And tomorrow, I'm going to release another video. It'll be a Bruise Day. It'll include Legion and Mirage, not pictured here. Mirage is a 2/2 on reveal. Get a copy of the lowest cost card in your opponent's hand added to your hand, and give it +2 power. So, pretty cool card. It's a lot like Cable, better in almost all cases, but not strictly better than Cable, but we're going to play it in a lot of decks that are Cable adjacent. And I just had some thoughts. I had some thoughts on Legion especially, on the state of the game, and that is that it's really good. The decks that Legion is good in, so Legion... This card here, the 5/8, replace all locations with the location you play it at. You can play this card as sort of basically Galactus. You can build a deck that's just trying to play Storm and then follow it with Legion and turn everything flooded. And that's going to be one of the decks tomorrow because it's a cool concept, but it's probably not the best Legion deck you can build from what I've played. But additionally, it's also not the best for the game. So it's a good thing that it isn't the optimal way to play Legion. You'll win a lot more cubes playing Legion into a turn 5 or maybe even turn 6 where you're just changing a location to something like you're just using it to change all 3 locations into one of those locations, and it's one that you're kind of good into, right? If you play Luke Cage, you know, you're good into negative power locations. So turning all locations to negative power is good, right? If you're playing something where you don't care about ongoing, then changing them all into ongoing effects don't occur here is good for you. It might be bad for your opponent. You'll win more cubes that way. And honestly, Frog in a Tent kind of taught me the fucking beauty of the Quake with his last tournament arc. The Cerebro 3 with Quake deck was really good for the same reason, that like just having a card like this be fine into the meta is the healthiest thing for the game. But that gets me to the second point of this video, which is that I do not want to retread old decks. And what I've noticed, and I think some of you might have noticed, and this is no shade, because a lot of these people do this for a living, basically. They need to do this, but I don't, because like this is just something that I do because I'm passionate about it and it's fun for me. I've seen a lot of content creators releasing videos with titles like, "This deck is still good?" And it's like, it's just them playing a deck that they played a couple months ago, and I don't want to do that. Like, unless fundamentally it's changed, like some cards, we retreaded some old decks because cards had fundamentally changed since the last time we played the deck, right? We redid Cerebro 4 pretty soon after playing it for the first time, but that's because something really, really fundamental had changed about the deck. I don't want to make content like that. I don't feel obligated to, despite some of you, all praise be unto you, donating $1 a month to my Patreon. I still don't want to do that. But it means that on weeks like this, where the meta is just, it's fine, and there's not much changing, and the fact that Legion got introduced into Series 4, and I believe Mirage will as well, I'm pretty comfortable releasing Bruise Day videos about them. But, like, they're just not, they're not really, like, changing everything. Like, I've just been playing the same decks I've always played. It's kind of it's fun, but it's also kind of stale. But I'm okay with that. I'd prefer that to just like getting completely fucking nut stomped by Shuri Red Skull for 2 months on end, and then Shuri getting nerfed right as she, and it doesn't matter. I don't hold a grudge. I'm not one to hold grudges. So that's it. This is just a little preamble to tomorrow's video. It's a little explanatory power as to why some weeks you get 3 or 4 videos and some weeks you just kind of get Bruise Day, and then the next video is another Bruise Day video. It's a little insight into it. I wonder what you all think. Let me know down below how you feel about the meta. If you feel like there's something I missed, something that actually did change quite a lot, do you fucking idiot? Something that just like is a fine meta actually boring, right? It's like the movie that's neither exceptionally good or like super bad as The Room or something, you know? Is it worse to be beige than to be neon pink or totally black? Who knows? That was a Barbie and Oppenheimer reference. I think. I don't even know. Thank you so much. We're gonna jump to the outro. Thank you everyone who made it this far. Thank you everyone who supports, whether it be through monetary or artistic or any other kind of input. Some of the people on here are just like, they've edited scripts for me. Everyone counts. Everyone is appreciated. I thank you all. And I especially thank the following: The Tiny Ruby, A Frog in a Tent, Clips, Crayon Eater, Cole D, Polyhaze, Sartorius, Demisi, KD, Diston Nelson, and Matt Backey. Your input, your ongoing support means so much to me. I really love doing this. I really love meeting new people. You should subscribe and join the Discord if you've made it this far. It means a lot to me. I love all of it. I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow.